Hey everybody! How you doing tonight? It's Wednesday night. It is 9/20/2023. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, right now, the person that I started off this network with has now taken over the show completely. It's no longer the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show. It's the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. So I hope all you people that stirred up all the crazy crap, okay, got your way and everyone is happy. Without that being said, ladies and gentlemen, here she is, the ones you've been waiting for forever and a day, my lovely wife, Miss Tammy.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Blaizeman.
All right, so we just did that whole monologue, Miss Tammy, with no volume.
Oh, no.
Yes. And that's what happens when you hook up the expensive stuff and you haven't hooked it up in so long. But ladies and gentlemen, what I was saying was, and I was introducing my wife Tammy, and I was saying and how her and I started the FFN network. And I get joked at, and people have a lot of fun with me, and she's the boss and the CEO. And,
I don't think that's a joke.
no, it's not. Oh boy! See, I knew she wouldn't miss a beat, ladies and gentlemen. I just knew she wouldn't miss a beat on anything. Yeah. So here we are with the Miss Tammy
Ooh.
and Blaizeman show. So, how are you, my wife?
I'm good. How are you, Mr. Blaizeman?
I'm doing okay. I got to tell you, I was nervous.
I'm a little nervous myself.
You know,
you shouldn't be nervous. You're on all the time, but I haven't been on in a long time, so I'm a little bit nervous.
Oh, listen, I'm sure you will know. Hi, Katie. Hi, Alyssa. I'm sure it would all come back to me and how you remember to pick on me and stuff.
Oh, I'm not planning on picking
But
on you.
I would be careful the way I treat me on live now, because I have advocates that do shows here on the FFN network for just that kind of stuff.
Oh, stop.
Okay? All right?
Please.
Abusing me.
Yeah, okay.
Mentally,
I wouldn't do that on the air. Off the air, yes, but not on the air. I might sneak a little bit in here and there, but...
See, she's already, ladies and gentlemen, I got to apologize right away, because you're going to see a lot of, me moving around, because I certainly haven't, I tell Miss Tammy, I'm like, I said, say, Katie says hello.
Hi, Katie. Hi, Alyssa.
She can't read that, Katie. So, anyways, look. So, yeah. So I say to the wife, "Oh, you ready?" It's like, it's already like 6:55 or whatever,
And I was sitting in my seat since 6:50.
And oh my God, can I just tell the story?
Well, okay. I was.
Well, so I say to her, I'm like, all right, you ready to go and all of that, and not realizing that, I have this whole board, okay? I don't use it on any other show on this network unless she does work with me here in the studio, which is home, right? So I got this big board, okay? Microphones plugged into it, all kinds of stuff. I got this all set up for her, the pop screen. And as I'm doing this and then realizing that I got to rush and I still haven't connected this stuff yet. And I got the pop screen over here. And, all I heard the whole time while I'm trying to hook stuff up, what's that for? What's that for? What does that do? And I'm like, don't worry about it at all. Don't worry about it. Right?
As you say, I don't have it anymore.
So as you can see, she don't have it. Right, exactly. You can see my hand right over here. Okay, so if she gets a little bit out of line, 5 across the eyes. That's all I'm saying.
Well, have witnesses, so I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Oh, shit, that's right. And there's advocates that might be watching the show for that kind of abuse, which I'll wait for after the show. I got you. Yeah. So, hey, listen, it's, again, it's been a long time.
It has, what, like a couple of years? A year and a half?
Not a couple of years since you and I did the show.
Yeah. Well, maybe like a year. It's been a while.
We were up here. We tried it for like a couple of days.
A couple of weeks. Yeah, a couple
A
of
couple of
weeks.
weeks, yeah.
Mhm.
And we just had so much going on and things like that. It just didn't feel like it was going to work out. But now, we discussed it and we talked about it. It was pretty much me like, babe, please, can you do the show with me?
I just wanted him to beg, that's all.
And yeah, see, that's what I mean, It's, you got to make us beg. And Alyssa says hello.
Hello, Alyssa.
And of course, we have Alyssa Maythorpe here watching the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. You know what? I realized that I haven't screwed the name up yet. I thought I would have screwed the name up like so fast.
Give it time. You still have like another 15 minutes.
Oh my God. So, anyways, Alyssa Thorpe and Katie Neves is here checking us out right now. Well,
thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
We got a few more joining that are watching the show too that just haven't commented. And sometimes when I say that, right? So with all the other shows, sometimes when I say that, sometimes I'll get like a message back and they'll be like, why you're saying, there's like 15 people watching where I only see like 7 of them on Facebook. And I'm like, well, because we're not just connected to just Facebook.
Yeah, we have different platforms.
You know what I mean? We're connected to Facebook. We're connected to YouTube. We're connected to a lot. Okay, a lot. Thank you, Mr. Jeff B. That's Mr. B, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Mr. B. Happy anniversary to you and the missus.
Yes, sir. Happy anniversary, sir. And he says congratulations on the new show. Fun fact, Mr. B, this is really not a new show.
It's just a return.
It's just a return of the show that started it all. And I was trying to find the other camera too, right? Because that camera that you have, that's the best camera we have. And it shoots in 16.9.
Ooh.
Well,
I don't know what that means, but it sounds good.
And it's 4K. So in other words, it puts both of us, it'll put this whole room on screen.
Oh, cool.
So that's why you can see my right shoulder. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, the camera that she's working on, see this right here? It's past that. Okay, it's literally past that. And
I don't really think anybody cares about the camera. But let me tell you something. We are in 2 different screens, and I had fought with Mr. Blaizeman about that because I didn't see why we have to be in 2 different screens if we're in the same place. But Mr. Blaizeman explained that, it's better to be in 2 different shots, and I don't understand what he was talking about. But whatever, if it makes him happy, then
because she doesn't know how to produce. So she doesn't understand the 2 shots.
No, I don't know how to produce, and I wonder why we haven't been on the show for a year.
Because you don't produce?
No, because this is the fact that I don't come on the show because you say stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So
if you want me to stay on the show, then you better.
I'm producer instead of husband and co-host of the Tammy and Blaizeman.
So if you want the show to last another episode next week, you better stop right now, Mister. Nobody wants to hear your producer guy.
So, Flacco's World. What's up, buddy? Flacco's. Hey, everybody, you get a chance and you're into gaming, go check out Flacco's World on Facebook, and I'm sure Flacco's World is on other platforms. Flacco, ladies and gentlemen, used to have a show on the FFN network. When the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show started, the Heather
P. and
No,
Chris
the
B.
Chris B. and Heather P. show started. You know
That's
what I mean? Oh, listen, and Flacco says he misses the fighting.
Well, I'm sure you'll get it soon.
Alyssa says, yes, Tammy. Yes, Tammy is, yes, Tammy is awesome. Thanks, Alyssa. And Jeff B. comes out and he is like, can't stay long. Just wanted to say hi and see you 2 crazy kids playing nice together. Much appreciated. And we totally understand that, Mr. B. Jeff B., everybody that's familiar with Mr. B on Wednesday nights with Politicking with Mr. B. That's him, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's his anniversary tonight. So everybody wish him a happy anniversary, him and the missus.
Yes, it's Mr. B's anniversary. So if everybody could say happy anniversary to them kids, that'd be great. So we got so much to talk about, and most of it's going to be like, um, getting back into things.
Yeah,
You know,
getting back.
I mean, because I see you haven't missed a beat in any of it. So listen,
I have to make up for
everybody.
lost time.
Yeah, like and share us, everybody. We're on every platform you can possibly think of, and if we're not on it, let us know. We'll try to get on it. With that being said, I'm like super excited, and I didn't even show everybody our opening.
Why didn't you show it?
Well, because again, we were running late. So.
Oh yeah, well.
But I
That's
wanted
your
to
fault.
wait. I wanted to wait until there was quite a few people in here.
Okay.
To show them our intro.
Okay.
And I hope Alyssa likes this. Alyssa likes my work, and I'm very happy about that. So here's one that I did for the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. Well, that went wrong. Didn't it seem like it skipped a whole bunch?
No, that was the beginning of it.
Hey, we're back.
That was
everybody.
a great job.
I'm sorry, for some reason the system's running a little bit slow, and it did miss a few things. Correct, Miss Tammy?
I thought it was fine. I
Yeah.
thought that's what you showed me before the show, but I could be wrong.
Well, but you are wrong. You admitted to being wrong.
I said I could be wrong.
You could be wrong. Okay. All right. So look, mate. How about the person passed away at the Patriot Stadium?
I know. So I supposedly it was a fight between a Dolphins fan and a Patriots fan. The Patriots fan is the one that got hurt. They showed it on a little bit on the TV today. It didn't really show much, but it showed like a altercation, and then it showed like the guy kind of like collapsing. And they actually did say that he didn't die from an injury; he died from a medical issue. That's what they were saying that the coroner said.
Okay, so you got that? You got that?
Do I got what?
Is that what you got from the news? Because I don't remember them ever saying anything like that.
Yeah, I watched it on the news a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay. So then now they're saying that he possibly died of something else besides injuries, right?
Yes, that's what they said. It was a medical condition. They didn't say what kind, but I don't know if the altercation might have led to the medical condition.
I still think the dude that started the altercation should go to prison for manslaughter. Because he started the fight with the guy. I don't care regardless. He still started the fight. Okay? He still engaged in the older gentleman, which was, how old was he?
Actually, he was 52.
Right. 52 years old is really not that old nowadays. I
don't know how old the other person was because they haven't
said. Hey, Erica, how you doing? So, 52 years old. But if you've seen a picture of him with his kids and stuff, he's kind of like overweight, a little bit like myself, but he was bigger. don't come out with any of your comments. Okay?
I'm not gonna
all right,
make a joke about this
because
person.
I'll tell you right
if
now,
it was just about
I'll
you,
take the
then I
t-shirt
would.
off,
But
and then I'll have everybody else judge to see if I'm fat. All right, how's that?
please don't. We want to keep our viewers.
All right, you just
Everybody say no. Keep your shirt on. Keep your shirt on.
You just
don't do it. We want to keep our viewers.
Listen. So, I mean, I think it's like bullshit. You know, look, I understand what rivalries are, but those people that could literally be upset at somebody because of like football. I mean, look, I have quite a few family members, and one is here right now, Erica. I mean, that we have our banter. Yeah. You know what I mean? We go back and talk shit to one another and things to that nature. I love Erica to death because even at my age, I know somebody's competitive with me, you know? And Erica can be very competitive, which I enjoy. But what I'm saying is that, I mean, I hope to God, you know, not, but I don't see me and Erica like not talking to one another forever because we had this stupid disagreement on sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think that you would.
And yeah, we'd probably be like, oh, you're an asshole or some shit like that, but whatever. But and it doesn't even get to that extent. So I'm getting carried away. But I mean, don't you want to go with your family? Don't you want to go like with your family and to a football game, a baseball game, a basketball game, any game, and not have to worry about a couple of drunken like assholes starting like a huge fight?
Of course. But my thing is too, like the people who took their cameras out and videotaped it, why didn't they just try to break up the fight? Or just like, you know, hey guy, back off. Because I'm sure if you would have been there, you would have stepped in and said, hey guy, just leave him alone, back off or whatever. You know, it's not worth it. That's what you would have done. And that's what maybe somebody else should have stepped in and did it. Although in this world,
everybody was too busy breaking out their cell phones.
Exactly.
Everybody was too busy breaking out their cell phones. And Crispy Falco says, for the love of God, keep your shirt on.
I absolutely agree.
I am wearing my eyeglasses. And then he says,
really don't want to see me with my eyeglasses on.
Then he says, Blaze Jones for Mac Jones. Blaze Jones for Mac Jones. All right, I don't know what that means. Maybe you could help out a little bit. But anyways, look. I mean, you shouldn't have to worry about that. And don't get me wrong, man. I went to plenty of Patriots games where I was juiced up. You know what I mean? But most of the games were in the winter, and you kind of had to get juiced up to stay warm. You know what I mean? But my intention was to know, oh, there's a Miami's fan. You know what I mean? I actually was there in the 86 season when we won. I'm sorry, the 85 season when we won against the Miami Dolphins. I don't know if it was that game. It was a playoff game. But anyhow, I mean...
Well, congratulations that you were there.
Well, I'm just trying to make a point. I mean, it's so cold sometimes. When you open up a beer and the air would travel to the beer real quick, like instantaneously, the whole beer bottle would freeze instantly.
Really?
Yeah. And the only liquor that wouldn't freeze was the hard liquor because there's more alcohol in it. And hard liquor don't freeze unless it's, they lie and say it's 90 proof and it's not. But yeah, so, I mean, I'm taking up a lot of our time on this, but I want to, what do you think? It was sad.
I think that I don't think that the altercation or the fight or whatever it was should have happened in the first place. If they were yelling at each other, screaming at each other, whatever, I don't know. I don't know the details, so I really can't elaborate on it. But all I know is, yeah, maybe you have a discussion or get mad at each other or whatever, but you don't need to put your hands on anybody in the first place. And then if you do, somebody should step up and say, hey guys, wait a second or whatever. And just leave it at that. But the problem with this society, and I hate to say it, but nobody wants to step up and to help anybody anymore. Everybody just for themselves, and basically that's it.
No, I agree with you, Miss Tammy. I do. I agree with you on that. People are more quick to whip out their phone.
Yeah. and take a video of it and post it,
Yeah,
then
and
they
then
have to
say,
actually get up and help.
Okay, you know what I mean? But, it's a tough call, Miss Tammy. I mean, because, I guess in people's minds when they're sitting at a situation like that, they're like, oh, they're recording it. Because I know you very well. And if I whipped up my phone and started recording it, you'd like give me a shot in the arm and say, really? You're going to videotape this instead of go seeing if everybody's okay?
Of course I would. And you
You know
wouldn't
what I
take
mean?
out your phone and record it because you would be the first one to
I'm
step up
using-
and
I'm
stop.
using the
Because you've done it
hypothetical.
many times before.
Yeah. So Paco says Jones equals need a fix. Yeah. Since we're on the Patriots, what do you think of their past couple of games?
Well, they didn't win. Sorry to say, but they didn't.
Well,
But there's always next week.
okay, so when you ask me to put down sports talk in the marquee when we start off the show, it's not you saying, but we didn't win 2 games and that's it. I want to know what your thoughts are about the games.
Well, I can't tell you my thoughts of last week's game because I fell asleep because it was on at 8:30 at night.
Okay.
So I fell asleep at the third quarter?
Yeah, but you still watched all the way up to the third quarter, though, Miss Tammy.
I just have to say the Patriots are not like the Patriots that I remember watching.
Oh boy,
I miss my Tom.
You can't say that.
Yes, I can. I can say whatever I want.
No, yeah, of course I know you can say whatever you want, Miss Tammy. Nobody's saying you can't say whatever you want, but to be honest with you, some people are going to be watching and go, "Oh, there's a blonde moment." You know what I mean? And you're far from a blonde moment, so I want to know what you think about the game that you watched, the opener, and I want to know what you thought about the game that you watched at least up to the third quarter.
Okay. Well, what I thought was that I wasn't watching the Patriots team. That's what I thought.
That's it?
Yeah, because the Patriots that I remember watching are not the Patriots that are there now.
Because, baby, the people that are on the Patriots before are not there no more.
Exactly. Baby. Yeah, because I don't even know any of them.
So you can't do that.
All right, so they stunk. How's that? Is that better?
All right, they stunk.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, but you can't just leave it to a one answer, Ms.
What
Tammy.
did you think about it?
I thought the first game, we could have won that game if the offense just played a little bit better.
Yes.
Because the defense didn't do that bad. Okay.
And
That's what I think about the first. That's what I think about the first game.
And the special teams were good.
And the special teams were good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now the second game that you only watched to the third quarter, I thought that they were just flat all around. The defense. I mean, we scored a couple of touchdowns. We Alyssa says they need more practice.
A lot more practice.
So I thought the defense was flat because the offense did score, but the defense definitely didn't keep them out of the red zone. I mean, out of the touchdown zone for very long.
Well, 1 year that they won the Super Bowl, did lose their first 2 games, and they still won the Super Bowl. So it's only been 2 games.
So you think that's how it's going to play out this year?
I hope so.
Well, because I'll tell you what, if we don't beat the Jets, then
Don't even say it.
That's two division games.
It doesn't matter. It's just the first 3 games.
Whoa! It's 2 division games.
Okay.
You don't want to lose division games.
No, you don't want to, but you can still come back from it.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
okay.
You could. All right. So I predicted, on the way we see it on Tuesday nights, a couple of before the season had actually started with the Patriots, not the regular season for the NFL. I said that we were gonna squeak into a wild card. What do you think?
I hope so.
You hope so?
Yeah.
Or if they keep playing the way that they're playing now, do you think that they can?
Not if they keep playing the way they're playing, no.
No. Wow. That's tough. But with that being said, Stick around for the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. We're going to play the song that we play all the time for break. I'll be changing that soon. And then we'll tell you what's up with that board behind us. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. And get some more of your friends to come over and watch the goddamn show. We'll be right back.
I hear the sound, stumbling laughter, holding on to each other. Miss the last bus on foot to get home. I miss the town, rowdy and clever, all at once undercover, blowing kisses to the shop windows as we go. We stayed out playing past midnight.
That was years ago.
Now something just ain't right.
Better take it slow.
I see the view stretching before us, cathedral bells and a chorus, morning larks singing out to the dawn. I miss me and you, boy, with style, on our bikes, single file, day drinking at a cafe in Cologne. We stayed out playing past midnight.
That was years ago.
Now something just ain't right.
Better take it slow.
Are we getting old? Am I getting over? Gotta catch my breath before we go. We stayed out playing past midnight.
That was years ago.
Now something just ain't right.
Better take it slow.
We stayed out playing past
That was
midnight.
years ago.
Now something just ain't right.
Better take it slow.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome back to the show. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. We appreciate it.
Yeah, everybody, welcome to the. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, the rest of the night because I'm going to forget to unmute these microphones every once in a while. So I'm probably going to start off with talking before we.
I'll try to remind you.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd appreciate that. Now I'm just
Well,
trying
you
to,
should have told me to remind you before.
trying to work the volumes now, make sure we're not blow. All right. Flacco says, well, how are they going to win a Super Bowl if they are playing like they do now? Blaze, you got to winner a get to the Super Bowl. Please, you got to be a winner to get to the Super Bowl. That's what I think that says.
Mhm.
Of course, you got to be a winner to get to the Super Bowl. You're not going to get to the Super Bowl. You gotta talk sense to me, baby. You gotta talk sense to me.
Well, he's just saying that you have to win and play better if you plan on getting to the Super Bowl this year.
Okay, so Miss Tammy and I wanted to put something up here, and this is entitled "My Bad Mom," and this could be like the most funniest arrest ever caught on video. Let's check it out. You ready for this?
Yep.
All right.
Why are you running from the police?
Bruh,
Did you break into a house? Did you burglarize a house?
hell nah. Bruh, get away from the car, bruh. I don't want to talk.
Uh,
I don't want to talk.
we were talking before. You were just talking to these officers.
But I don't want to talk to you, though.
Did you break into a house?
No,
Okay, well, why are you in custody then?
I don't know.
You don't know. You have no idea why you've been arrested.
No idea, sir. Why you got hair coming out your nose? I'm
I'd
just
rather have
bullshitting.
hair coming out of my nose and
I'm just bullshitting. Nah, I ain't breaking no house, though, man.
you didn't break into any house.
What channel this is?
Channel 2. Number
Channel
1.
2, ask dude. Hey, man. Y'all
You want
fucking
to say
come.
anything to your mom or anything like that, or anyone you know?
My bad, mom. My bad. I'll be home in a couple days.
His demeanor changes when you.
Were you hurt when you were running away from?
Nah, my bite, my neck. He tagged me in the neck, boy. I'm just bullshitting.
All right. Well, you have a good one then. What's your name?
Paul.
What?
Paul.
Paul. What's your last name,
I
Paul?
don't know. Yeah, I
Alright.
gave you the first one.
All right. Good luck to you.
Well, the news guy tried to get him to say his last name, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's the cleverness of the title, okay? Because that's what drew me to try to for us to check it out, and our audience, because it's funniest arrest that you've seen in a while. My
It
bad.
wasn't that funny.
Right, you know what I mean? But, you commit to it, and it's not, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if you catch Miss Tammy and I doing this a lot, it's not because we're blowing cocaine in the background. It's because our baby Julia is shedding so bad that it's just around.
It's fair flying in the air.
So I got to be a little bit careful because we are wired for headphones now. But you want to talk about the thing?
Can I
You
stand
don't-
up too?
No, you don't have to.
Oh, I'll just wheel myself over.
You don't have to. You don't have to wheel. You don't have to.
All right, I'll stay right
here. All right, so this is our game wheel. All right.
Doesn't it look like a fan?
And this is the game reel that we're going to use when we play our game, Guess the Secret Song. Because Miss Tammy and I sat here, a few times and talked about it. And there's no other really game that we could play that would be fair than Guess the Secret Song.
I love Guess the Secret Sound.
Because you can't trust anybody if you do like a questionnaire or something that they ain't finding a way to go on Google to get the answers. And Guess the Secret Sound is we play it, you got to guess it.
Anybody that used to watch this before, you know that this game is fun.
So we, Miss Tammy and I decided to buy the actual wheel instead of using the crappy one that's online. And this is magnetic. Okay, so that way we can either write or we can stick, a magnet or whatever that we want to on there with the prizes. And everyone that used to play Guess the Secret Sound with the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show is, you would guess the secret sound. If you guessed it, you'd win a $25 Walmart gift card. But you have a chance to turn that $25 gift card in and go for prizes that Blaizeman and the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show have put on the wheel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it works absolutely. It better work for the money.
I just want to play with that.
Okay, so it's fun, huh?
I just want to play with the wheel.
Right?
I'm going to be the spinner when somebody wins.
Yes, you could be the spinner.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Again, we will be starting the games off next week, and a lot of fun. By next week, guaranteed by 2 weeks, FFN Network will have phone service up. So,
Oh, that's great. I was going to ask that question. Do we have the same number?
yes, we have the same number, 508-812-0318.
I was going to say, do you remember? I remembered it too.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you could even call us right now and test it. Hey, Bob, it's good to see Miss T putting in her opinion. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hi, Bob.
Sorry, Bob. We're both blind. I'm just not as blind as her, so I could at least read it a little bit. But how you doing, pal? So we started doing this show when the pandemic hit,
Yeah.
right? Like we were doing it before you had to be told to put mask on and all of that stuff.
Mhm.
And some of our show is we're going to go back and we're going to revisit some of our old radio shows.
Okay.
Yeah, that will be fun.
That would be cool. Mhm.
And we're going to go and visit some old ones and, have some fun with that. You know what I mean? And
I used to love when we were on video and we had whoever used to watch our show. We had the little twin bed in our studio room, and I used to sit on the bed with my own little microphone, and
oh yeah,
that was so cool.
Those are like old pictures.
Yeah, but it was fun, and it's just gonna be fun now. Just sitting here.
It's absolutely.
I don't have my bed anymore though, because we all know what happened to it. Mr. Blaizeman just gave it away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember we had a discussion, all of us, about whether we should keep it or if we shouldn't. And Mr. Blaizeman decided not to keep it, and I got a recliner chair instead, which I didn't like. Maybe that's why I stopped doing the show.
Is that why?
Maybe.
Is that why? Because I took all your fun stuff.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find some pictures on when we were slumming it for the network. I mean, we were never truly slumming it because I used to have, we still do have Blaizeman Record / Studios. So we were doing a lot of creating music.
Okay, well, you're looking for that. So everybody have a good day today? I hope so. The weather here was beautiful. We didn't really do much. But it was, I actually had the day off today, so we spent the day together, which is either good or will turn out bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's, we don't have a vehicle right now because someone had T-boned it.
Yes.
So, we're in the process of getting some of that stuff done. So this was when we moved in a new house. This was my studio. If I can get that back up real quick. Let me see. Anyways, this is when we had, this was when the music studio and FFN network studio were all together. But we have older ones. Sorry about that, folks.
Do you miss your studio?
Hmm?
Do you miss your studio?
I don't know. Ask anybody on here if they do stuff like this, if they would love to have a studio like that.
I'm going to say to you one more time, we have double parlors, and I have told Mr. Blaizeman that if he wants to put his studio in one of the parlors, the last parlor, and we could block it off, he could have that all over again, even bigger and with more things in it. So don't make Mr. Blaizeman, don't feel bad for Mr. Blaizeman that he doesn't have it, because he could have all that again.
Well, it's not, I have it, it's just put away. Anyways,
Yeah, exactly.
so Bob says you took another day off.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did, but that's gonna be it for a while.
For a while, I hope so.
You hope so. Don't you like me being home with you?
I love you being home.
Oh, then what does that mean? You hope so?
You know, got people calling you out online.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, we're dying over here. So you better.
Well, you need to get. He'll find the pictures next time to show you his old studio.
Yeah,
But his new studio was actually better than the old one, so we don't really even need to see the old one.
That wasn't. Well, yeah, because I would like the audience to see how we started.
Oh yeah, all right.
You
So
know?
that's what you can work on tomorrow. But I'm at work. You can work on looking for pictures.
Oh, so you want me to start working for tomorrow's show already, huh?
For next week's show, yeah, tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Let me get you. I gotta get you off of this silliness here. So, what do you think? Do you think that they're gonna start making you folks in the hospital start wearing masks again?
I hope not. But there is a lot of people that's walking around the hospital that actually do put masks on. I've seen a lot of people more recently than I did before. Yeah.
Okay,
But I
because
hope not.
let's be honest. The hospital is really like germ city. Wouldn't you agree? Because people don't go to the hospital for any other thing besides some kind of illness.
Well, yeah, I also go visit patients or whatever. But I do understand. Am I still like? Can you still hear me? Because I can't hear myself in the speakers.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay. But I do understand, like, if you go into the emergency room, that you would want to put a mask on because, like you said, there is a bunch of germs. So even if it's not to protect you from COVID-19, even if it's to protect you from the flu, from anything,
Right.
from a stomach bug, I can understand why people would, in the emergency room, want to wear a mask. Or if you're sick yourself, why you would want to put a mask on so you don't get other people sick. So I can't understand that. I just don't think that it should be mandatory that you have to put a mask on. But if you personally feel like that you want to protect other people or to protect yourself, then yeah, you should.
Right. In other words, like now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Just like you're describing it now. Everybody's fine with it. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't gotta do anything different. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But
if I was to the emergency room, I would probably have a mask on the whole time I was there.
Right. Well, in an emergency room?
Yeah.
Really? I'm asking. You would?
Yeah, because there's sick people that go there, of course.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I mean, would you comply with anything if they say you have to?
Well,
I don't
if
mean
they say I have to, then yes,
mean,
I guess I would have to comply.
Well, no, that's not true because they told you had to during it, and then we used the loophole they had in the system. So.
No, that's not to wear a mask. That was for the COVID shot.
Yeah, you get the shot.
Yeah.
Right. They're still going to make you do something.
Probably just wear a mask, maybe. I don't know.
If you didn't get the shot, you lost your job. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about? You're confusing me. You're talking like in riddles.
I am. We're talking about masks, COVID, and shots. And
I was just talking about health in general, like wellness or being sick in general. I wasn't specifically talking about the COVID virus.
Okay. Well, in my defense, that's how it's going to be used.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's going to be used that way. You know? So, if anybody has a question for Miss Tammy or myself, go right ahead. Anything you want us to check out, anything that you want to talk about with us, we're right here.
All I know is that my face is really itchy.
No, because of Julia. And again, it's our first show back. So, once we start get rolling, trust me, we're good. We flying. Okay. Me and my wife are both getting over COVID. We both tested positive last Friday, and we haven't been anywhere. Well,
oh my goodness. Well, I hope you and your wife are feeling better.
Bob, please excuse me. In no way, shape, or form I'm laughing at you or your wife being ill in any way. but you haven't gone nowhere and you got tested positive for COVID. I had a friend that posted up on Facebook and was saying that she was completely beat down to the ground. I mean, everything from fever, chills, body aches, the whole 9 yards. And guess what? Guess what?
She had COVID?
No.
Oh, she didn't have COVID.
No. She
Oh.
tested negative for COVID. And the reply after it, though, that's what gets me is the reply after it is like, well, it's not COVID, it's just the flu.
Well, yeah, the flu has many of the same symptoms as COVID, so that was
Many-
going to be my second guess that she had the flu.
Many, like 99%.
Yeah. How about when we were sick? When we got COVID,
We got COVID once, nothing happened to us. We got COVID the second time, sick as a dog.
yeah.
My son Sean brought it home because he worked at the hospital at the time. Was it at the hospital or he went to a party?
No,
I
actually,
think he went to a party.
yeah, I think it was like
Okay, we don't need
well,
to
I
go
can't
in-
remember exactly,
into
but
that. Well, he got it, and then she got it, and then I got it.
what I was going to say is when I tested myself, it came back negative. So if I could have just got up and went out and did whatever I wanted to do because it came back negative. But I still felt horrible the next day, and it wasn't even 24 hours later. I tested myself again, and it was positive.
Yeah, right. So in other words, you was carrying it, and your test said negative. So you could have been bringing it with you if you decided to go out, which you didn't.
No, I didn't because I was sick. So just like any other thing that you get, the flu or if you have a cold or a stomach bug, if you're sick, you should stay home. Not go out and pass it around. No matter, even if you don't have COVID, no matter what it is, you should just stay home and rest and take care of yourself.
I mean, how many of us went to work with, a pretty decent shitty cold? You know what I mean? And went to work and you don't feel good,
Yeah.
So, but,
Well, Bob, I hope you and your wife are feeling better.
yeah,
I
buddy.
hope you get better quick.
Yeah. I mean, we were so on point when we were discussing COVID back when it first happened. When we started the FFN network, we were like,
We have a segment when it first came out that COVID started in Wuhan, China.
that's right.
Wuhan, China.
Wuhan.
We reported it that it started in Wuhan, China.
Yeah, Wuhan.
And 2 years later is when it finally came out that it actually did.
Well, a little bit over 2 years, but yeah, and it comes out. And the
They
whole
should have
time,
just asked us. We knew.
right? And every place that they said that they checked and stuff, we were right on T.
Yeah.
We were right
They
on
should have
T.
just asked us. We knew.
They didn't want anybody to know anything. So, all right, let me bring Bob up here on a big screen so I can not squint over here. It says, all right, you don't really need the booster. We only got our first shot. The doctor said because we had COVID 2 years ago, we had antibodies. Thank you. Okay. Listen, Miss Tammy and I don't want to get this twisted at all, and we don't want you to think at all that we're going to look at you like, oh, you got the shot, you're a moron, you're this, you're that. Hey, look, that's what you felt like you needed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody should do what's right for them.
Exactly. 100% do what's right for yourselves. We decided against it, and part of the reason we decided against it is because our doctor said don't bother. Okay, our doctor said don't bother. And when I used to go see my doctor, he would tell me about all the regulations that they were getting in, and some of them were.
He was also saying how certain doctors would call the
CDC,
and they would call and they would try to explain their,
right,
what they thought about it
Sorry
and
for
stuff
that
like that.
loudness.
And they just cut them off completely.
Yes.
They didn't want to hear from any of those doctors who
Yes,
had a
they didn't
different
want to
opinion.
hear from him and like his colleagues that weren't going their way, their narrative. They weren't going that way at all. You know what I mean? Because they would, again, all those doctors, they would get together and they would be like, look, You don't need to do this. It's not extreme enough for this. If you give this certain type of medication with this, you know what I mean, it will, uh, do a good job against it. And why do you think that COVID? You know why I think they put COVID out, right? And all of these stupid things that they stopped everybody in hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? Or you want me to say it?
To try to control people?
Yeah, the elderly population control. Wanted to kill off the elderly. Because that's the only, unless the person that died had severe other problems and they died from COVID. One of the other stories that we covered on the Blaizeman and Miss Tammy show was the fact that certain governors and stuff like that, or the spokesperson for the CDC, come out and said to the American people that if I was driving my motorcycle and I crashed and clearly got killed from the motorcycle accident, but when they were testing my blood at the lab, and if I had COVID, it was never, ever put down as a motorcycle accident. It was put down as death from COVID-19, right?
Yeah.
And we
Exactly.
have that on video.
And we
as
used
well.
to say that before this spokeslady came out and talked about it.
Yeah.
And we were like, we were right.
Yeah, we used to go nuts about it. You know what I mean? Because, and that's what we want to do. We're going to go back and look at archives and things to that nature. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, stick around for a little bit longer with Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. We're going to take about a 3-minute break. Okay, and we'll be right back and close the show out. You want to be here for it because we're going to talk about some stuff, some prizes, some games, all the stuff we're going to probably do in the next couple of weeks on the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. So we are going to air from 7 to 8:15 on Wednesday nights. All right, so stick around. We'll be right back. You don't want to miss the end. We've got a lot more to talk about nothing.
I hear the sound, stumbling laughter, holding on to each other. Miss the last bus on foot to get home. I miss the town, rowdy and clever, all at once undercover, blowing kisses to the shop windows as we go. We stayed out playing past midnight.
That was years ago.
Now something just ain't right.
Better take it slow.
I see the view stretching before us, cathedral bells and a chorus, morning larks singing out
Hello, everybody, and welcome back.
Welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you're enjoying the show so far.
So, yeah, when you get a chance, let everybody know that the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show is back. We had a lot of scrutiny last year about it should be the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. So, you know,
So we all got what we wanted, except
Yeah.
for Mr. Blaizeman, but
Yeah.
that's okay. He
Exactly.
gets other things.
Exactly.
Oh, what? You don't?
Did I get my French toast this morning?
No, you didn't because we
All right.
slept
Okay.
in.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. You got roughed up pretty good last night, huh?
Yeah. I was dreaming I was still at work. It was awful.
Yeah.
It was like a horror show. It was a nightmare times like 10.
She had to work 2:30 to 11 last night. You know,
It was
she's like,
exhausting.
I gotta tell Donna I can never do that. I was like, I knew right from the jump. As soon as she said she was gonna do it, I'm like, yeah.
My eyes were like shutting at like 9 o'clock. I'm like, I can't even keep my eyes open.
Yeah, a little bit crazy. So look, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. All right, to the Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. It's a lot of fun. I know we were kind of all over the place tonight, but it was our first show back. We wanted to feel how comfortable it was, and you know, during the breaks, we were looking at one another and we were like having a lot of fun. You know, so with that, peace and love to each and every one of you out there. Don't forget to watch us every Wednesday, 7 to 8 p.m. right here on the FFN network. Everybody, Miss Tammy.
Thank you, Mr. Blaizeman, and thank you for talking me into doing the show again because I actually had a great time, and I hope everybody had a good time. And we'll have more topics to talk about next week. But
Can't wait to play the games.
yeah, I can't wait to play the games too because I'm gonna spin the wheel. And I hope everybody has a great week and try to stay safe,
Positive.
and try to do something for somebody else because
If you can,
everybody's not.
pay it forward.
Everybody's not like a lot
Listen,
of people out there.
It's always the decent middle class and the poor that are the ones that give, that are the backbone of this country. Trust me when I tell you.
So try to give something back. Try to make somebody's day a better day.
So good night, Blaizeman. You're my idol for doing the show with Miss Kate.
Thank you, Bob. I hope you guys feel better.
All right. Talk to you all next Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. The Miss Tammy and Blaizeman show. Don't forget us. We're going to have a lot of fun this year.
Good night.